The composition here is very correct. I'm Senator Professor Anthony Ebonyi South. So what I'm trying to say here is Ebonyi South Senatorial District. Yes. Sir, the issue is that it is correct as presented. This is what is obtainable in every other university. The provisions here are no, it is correct as stated. That's the point I'm making.
No, I'm saying you want us to step it down until we look at what is obtainable in other universities.
You can check anywhere. I'm telling you authoritatively that this is correct.
We just killed private member bill for special investigators. So how can you be so authoritative?
I'm coming from university system. I spent 29 years before.
So this is the way it is reflected.
Yes. Anybody can make investigation on this.
The committee of the whole is not approving presentation of the bill by the left-hand side. The committee of the whole approves the recommendation on the right-hand side. So what Professor is saying does not actually tally. If we are approving this one, it is the redraft that I read through that is we are seeking approval, not the narration on the left-hand side. That's why you see on the right-hand side, return, you take it. Return, you take it. But when it came to this, you say redraft. Look at the redraft. Yes.
Look at the redraft. Because clause 6E says for redrafted, instead of 9, it is saying 4 persons representing a variety of interests, and I'm broadly representative of the whole federation. What he's saying here is that 4 persons will not represent the 6 zones. It's redacted, so he's saying you have redacted it already. Chairman and Chairman, what Senator Lingi suggested is that 4 persons will be difficult to be appointed, that it will be better for it to be the representative of the nation. It should be 6 persons. Because they have abandoned 9, we are now taking 4. But he's suggesting it should be 6, so it will be 1 person per zone.
Information, please. Information.
Mr. President, I think I'm a veteran of the constitutions and laws of universities. Right when I was the chairman of ASU in Ahmadu Bello University, we tinkered with so many bills. In fact, we were held responsible for drafting many university bills. There are standard bills. The Deputy Senate President can bear me out, because in the 8th Senate, you were the chairman of the TET Fund and Higher Education. I think the major observation now is the position of Ningi. All those other provisions are standard provisions that are there for all the universities. All the universities that have come before this distinguished chamber for legislation. The observation of Ningi is in order. If we are to get the president to appoint people representing all interests of Nigeria, I agree with the position of Ningi that the amendment here on the right-hand side, that's the amendment that we are considering here. What is here is the bill as presented. Now, the changes that we require are in 1 to the 3rd column. Now, that column it will be difficult for the president to have just 4 people representing the entire nation. So it's better for us to say 6 people representing each geopolitical zone. And once we do it, all other issues will be settled. Thank you, Mr. President.
But Professor Lee seems to think that changing it from 9 to 4 is the standard for a week. So please, Professor.
Clarification, sir.
Yes.
You see, this issue of council's composition has a standard, and it cuts across all universities, and it's being regulated by UC. This one cannot be different. So the least we can do is to cross-check what the standard is and what happens in all other universities. That's my position, sir.
So we are stopped. Chairman, we can move forward.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. President. I think what is important, this recommendation is done by NUC, but it is important to look at it based on geopolitical zone. Most of the governing councils and other board governing the institutions are more than 4. So I think this amendment is supposed to be done now to enhance each and every geopolitical zone is being carried on this very important institution. Mr. Chairman, Mr. President, thank you.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I rise to support the position of Professor Ani. The point being made, sir, is that all other universities have it as 4. For us to say we are going to change that to 6, to carry along all geopolitical zones, has an impact on all the other universities, and it will take us backwards, sir. So if we are satisfied that it is 4 as standard for all universities, we should continue with that model, sir. To amend it just for Ebonyi will mean that we have to go back and amend it for all other universities again. Thank you, sir.